Hey guys, how's it going? Josh here from Manitoba Fishing Adventures. Today is 5 days before opening day, which is May 15th this year in the Southern Division, and I still have yet to put on my trolling motor that I recently bought off my buddy Danny. It's a Tarova 55, and I got to put it on, so I figured why not make some more content, put it on YouTube, because I know I get a lot of questions at work, how to install it, what should I start with, where should I put it, what angle, yada 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 yada. So today I figured I'm just gonna show you guys how I do it, and it's not perfect, I ain't no pro, but how I installed my last one, gonna replicate that, just document it now and throw in a video for you guys. But yeah, it's beautiful today. It is plus 12 and I cannot wait. This Saturday, opening day, we're supposed to get 50 millimeters of rain. Thank you Mother Nature. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, calling for rain. However, we do need it. We've had some pretty gnarly forest fires in the last few days. Birds Hill was on fire yesterday out in Woodland, so we're definitely, all the water on all the lakes are super low, like crazy low. Boat launches, you can't even, like, there's concrete pads and the water's like below the concrete pad. It's wild. So it may first couple videos maybe me, just the GoPro, because it's raining and pouring. I don't want to get my new camera all freaking soaked. But hey, better than nothing. We need the rain. I want to get fishing. Nothing's gonna stop me. Maybe a tornado or something. But if you're new here, click the subscribe button. Enjoy the video. You gotta pull the boat out first and then get all my little tools. I'll show you what I'm using and we'll get right into it. So my dad got this new little pulley thing that you put like on like the snowmobile trailer, any type of trailer with a little ball on it that you pull on it. But I'm like, hey, why gyms are closed? I'm not working out. Why work harder? Let's just work smarter. Lesson of the day, work harder, not smarter. No, work smarter, not harder. Boom. All right, folks, so first things first, I recommend buying a quick release bracket. These are great for a few different reasons. First thing, you have a cabin somewhere, you're out for the weekend, and you leave your boat in the water at your place. You can take your motor off, nice and easy, put it in your cabin or whatever so no one steals it. Theft is a huge thing, unfortunately, which really sucks. There's some crappy people in this world. Second thing, at the end of the year, when it's time for some ice fishing, you're putting your boat away, a lot of tarps don't fit with the motors on it, so nice and easy, once again, you can just pull it off with a quick unscrew versus having to take it off permanently. So there's a whole bunch of different kinds. This one's like 90 bucks down at the fishing hole, and it fits power drive, Tarova, and Altera. Comes with all the hardware and everything. And yeah, definitely recommend one of these bad boys. Now, how we're gonna set this up, there's a little notch in here, and that's because on the receiving end on the motor, that notch will slide into this, locking it in place as like a safety mechanism. So when I go to put this on, I'm gonna put it back facing on the inside of the motor, so that way when I slide it through, the motor, for some dumb reason, if the screw breaks or something, the motor isn't gonna fall off forward because this little notch here on the motor end is gonna butt right into it, and it's metal on metal, it's not going anywhere. So that's why I'm gonna slide it front, and then it's locked in place with the screw, as well as with this as a little extra added safety feature. So that's how we're gonna start. What you gotta do first, put your motor on where you're gonna mount it, and you're gonna have to pre-drill. Different brackets come with different size screws, so you're gonna have to do it accordingly. This is a 1/4 inch, fits perfectly here. So I just pre-drilled through my little top of the board here, and then what you're gonna do, put your screws in first, and then underneath you're gonna put a washer and then a nut. Loctite if you are using old ones, it should be brand new. Most of them come with Loctite on them. It just helps seal them a lot better, so that way riding on waves and stuff and it's bouncing around, it's not gonna come loose. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, so I already have mine pre-drilled for my old motor. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what we're gonna do is gonna put the bracket over top with this nub facing backwards and find the holes like that, and just, I got a little screwdriver here just to kind of get them started. 1, here's the other one. 2, and then 3, 4. Okay, now once you got that done, we're gonna go underneath and washer, put the nut on top, okay? Pretty simple. All right, once you have these kind of hand tightened ratchet strap, these nuts are 11 millimeter. So you need that. You can go underneath and then drill. Only Milwaukee works with these bolts, unfortunately. If you use like a Makita or DeWalt, it'll turn opposite. Only Milwaukee can be used. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, now we're gonna tighten these bad boys back up. Boom, and do that for all 4. All right, so now let's mount it on the boat. Mine already came with the bracket on, but it's super easy, I'll show you. This part, there's 4 bolts, and that'll line up, and it's literally just screw on each side, right? This is that little nub. You see that I was talking about, right? So now when we go, we're gonna put this in from this way first. Make sure you're not cutting any wires. So now I'm gonna slide it through and you're gonna hear a hit, and that's that little bolt catching. See? Now that's a safety, so if you're ever going out, it's getting a little bumpy and for some dumb reason, your screw breaks, it'll slide back and it might land in the boat, but it's not gonna slide forward because that locking mechanism, little safety feature. So that is on nice and tight. Next step, we're gonna install a portable plug so you can plug it in nice and easy and unplug it when you want to either charge it, and it's not hardwired in basically. So got black and red connectors, got the old one, right, same thing. I'm just gonna undo the red on the same side and then the black, and then put the new ones in, and it's gonna be a plug and play. All right, so this is off the new one, the motor. You're gonna twist our ends, keep them nice and compact on both ends. And then for my plug, I'm gonna put it through here first. This is the housing that's gonna go over top. So now I don't have to worry about it after. And this is gonna be a little fun, I believe. There we go. There you go. Just retwist them. Now when everything's said and done, I can just slide this forward. I don't have to worry about putting it on after. Great, so once you have everything hooked up on my plug, now I'm just gonna take it, push it up. That's it, that's all. And now this, I'll show you up close. Now this is gonna nicely plug right into here, crank it on, and now we have power to the trolling motor. Easy as that. That's basically it for hooking up for power. Right on the back end of that plug, you're gonna run to your battery, and then that is it. You can plug and play whenever you like. I'm gonna do a little bit of trolling motor talk now. So this is a Terova. So there's a few different options when it comes to trolling motors that are more local around here. So you got power drives, Terovas, Alteras, and Altrexes are the common ones. Now this Terova is kind of like in the middle of the price range. It has a lot of features. So what's unique about this one is anything 55 pounds of thrust and lower, you run off of a 12 volt system, which is one big battery, right? 70 pound, 80 pound, you're looking at a 24 volt system. So 2 batteries. And then anything higher, like a 101 or 120, you're running off a 36 volt system, which is 3 12 volt batteries that are all paired, I think, in series or parallel, one of the two. With this Terova, it's got a lot of cool features. So first things first is it's got iPilot, and what iPilot enables me to do is I have a remote that I just don't have with me. I can actually control this. I can turn left to right, adjust my speed. This bird behind me is super loud, by the way, sorry. But the biggest thing with these newer iPilots is spot lock. And if you don't know what spot lock is it's basically its own anchoring system that the GPS in the head uses to keep you on a spot. So say for example you're fishing a point for walleye, or someone catches a fish, you can click the spot lock and boom, you don't have to worry about anything. The motor's gonna keep you right on that spot, which is super, super cool. That's been reintroduced. There's been 2 generations. I think 2016 and before, they were run off of Wi-Fi, and they were good. They were better than what anyone has ever had before as for a self-anchoring system. But in I think it's 2017, they went to Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth was just much more accurate. The Terovas came with this little GPS puck that you mount on your boat that would give you a thing called a jog feature, so you could click it right and it would take you 5 feet to the right from where you're spot locked, or forward 5 feet to the front, another 5 feet right. So that was very cool. And that was the Bluetooth models. This one's the Wi-Fi is a 2017 model, I believe, but it's all I need. I just want a little self-anchoring spot lock. Another cool feature is it's got US 2 built into it. So if we look here really quick at the bottom, this is a transducer right underneath here. So I actually have another Helix 5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount a Helix 5 up at the front here. So that way, hold on, we are very bright. I can run sonar off the front, or if I'm fishing with my dad, friends, whatever, they can watch the sonar off of here, but then my Helix 7 is off at the back. So if we're jigging, I can watch my Helix 7 because the transducer's at the back, see my lure fish up and down. But off here, I can do the same thing with the Helix 5 now. And another cool feature is I can still use the foot pedal. So when I'm casting a lot for bass, right, I don't want to be having to deal with a remote all the time. So I can just use the foot pedal versus if I'm fishing walleye or something, or I want to go north, which is the feature, which I can, the motor will actually just keep going straight if I tell it to. With the remote, I can just use the foot pedal for bass and the remote if I'm doing like walleye, jigging on the spot, or just trolling, for example. One option down the power drives, you have to choose. So you can either have it with iPilot, or you can have it with the remote, the foot pedal. You can have both, because you actually have to change the head unit on the power drives. That'll come with the iPilot head unit but no foot pedal, or they come with the foot pedal but no iPilot, and then you got to buy that separately, and you have to actually change them physically. Versus with the Terovas and Alteras, you can use the foot pedal and the remote simultaneously and not have to worry about anything. So yeah, that's my little spiel. 55-pound thrust is good for like any 16.5-foot boat and less, as long as it's aluminum and fiberglass, a little bit heavier. Like that 17 to 20-foot range, and 80-pound is definitely what you want. You're not off a 24-volt system, anything bigger than that, or if you're doing tons and tons and tons of trolling, yeah, you can go to a 36-volt, but these have digital maximizers in them, so they give you great battery life, and yeah, they are definitely a key to a lot of people's success in catching fish. One more thing, so I just have, right, that's plugged in here, I have that run through, and this is where I keep my battery in the little storage department. Oop, let's put it down there, right through here, and then I just got a black and red connector, and these are also used. I'm going to connect it to my Helix 5. That's going to go up to the front up here. I'm going to try to find that quickly, and I'll just show you how I'm going to mount it just for reference. Won't be too long, but stay tuned if you want to figure out where I'm going to mount it. All right, so here I got a Helix 5 sonar. This trolling motor, it's just got basic US 2 on the bottom, built-in transducer, which only gives you 2D sonar. Some trolling motors nowadays come with Mega DI, or minn kota specifically, Mega DI, Mega SI, where you can actually get down imaging sonar and side imaging through your Terova or Altera, but you have to have a specific unit that can accept it. For example, you can have a down imaging trolling motor and have a sonar unit and expect this to be down imaging. It's not how it works, unfortunately, but pretty simple. I just had to get this little, it's a $40 cable that basically comes off here. It's about a foot long, and it connects to the trolling motor's US 2 function, and then I got sonar off the front. So I'm just gonna mount this bad boy, whoop, probably right here, and that way I can angle and tilt it up, or whoever's reading it. It's nice, quick, and gives them something to look at. They're bored, so nothing too complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now this bad boy is gonna see it. Just like this. Look up, and then we got sonar at the front now. And I'm actually gonna run the power cord right to the same battery on my trolling motor. Some people, if they have multiple bigger units or they have like a 24-volt system, they'll actually have a separate battery for their electronics. But I'm just gonna run it directly through because I already have it all hooked up. So I got the power cord right here. That's gonna hook in the back. And then we're good, my friends. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned a thing. Maybe I helped you set up a trolling motor. If not, either way, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for future content. The next video will be open water, my first time fishing for the 2021 open water season. I hope you guys get out. I hope you guys get off fishing and stay safe through this COVID times. We'll catch you next episode of Manitoba Fishing Adventures.